It's been a while, but I'm back. Hey there, welcome back to Modern Woman. Ooh. And this woman has been, oh goodness, so it's March, right? It's almost the end of March, and it's my birthday month, so that was great. It did take a week off, but my laptop that I use for editing and everything, it broke. And typically I know a couple little tricks to get it going back together, but it did not work. So I had to buy a new laptop, and this laptop is still loading. Needless to say, it's very difficult to edit videos and to get out content and to do social media posts without a good, quick working laptop. That is why you haven't seen the rest of the podcast with the episodes from Melanie coming out. So listen, I've just been trying to keep it together. It's been rough. It's been a good kind of rough, like stuff happens in life. Like this past week, my garbage disposal broke. Had someone try to come out and fix there's this, well, of course, this one's fine. Let's see. That was dirty. It's called a register. That's one of the names for it. Basically a vent cover or air duct cover. I don't know. And I had someone try to come out to fix the one in the kitchen, get that reinstalled. Little man, but it wasn't that he was short. He was belittling. So this man comes out from this company and it's just so belittling to me. He's like, oh, hey, like Amazon packages have been delivered. He's holding the door open so I can get the packages. I was like, I don't want to get the packages now, but maybe he's just trying to be nice. Whatever. And then he comes in, he's like, oh, let me look and see what we got here. Almost like he was annoyed that there was a repair that was needed. And he's like, let me calculate the cost. And in my mind, I'm thinking, calculate the cost? Before I scheduled, I was told there's going to be X amount, and to get this service, because it would allow you guys to do the service I needed, I was going to purchase a particular one that included maintenance that I didn't need, but also that they would be able to reinstall the register in the kitchen and fix one in the bathroom. And he's like, yeah, so the total cost is going to be at least $125. I was like, well, this is what the woman told me the person that I scheduled with told me. But he was leaning against my wall, telling me, yeah, it's going to be at least $125. As if I was an idiot, like the tone of voice. And I was like, well, I apologize. I misunderstood. I'm not prepared for that today because I'm not going to buy anything from a man who comes up into my house acting like he owns it and like I have to have what and then his demeanor completely changed. He's like, oh, do you want the service today? Oh, okay. Get out my house. That's how I felt. So these are the things that we're dealing with in March. I'm so sorry that my content fell off the map. It's just, I always wanted to be consistent with everything. As consistent as I could be, and life hit me in March, and I just had to take a break and regroup. The remaining podcasts that I have scheduled for this first season are going to be released in April and in May. I'm looking forward to jumping back in here and sharing some stuff with y'all and connecting some more. Let's see, what am I doing today? I'm going to go get glasses. I'm working on putting up for the ministry I'm a part of, KCI. We have a course coming out that I'm getting up and running. So I'm getting back to business, trying to use this new laptop. And I've ordered 2 new computers this year and I haven't liked them. And so this is hard. Anyway, it may not be consistent until mid-April, guys, but I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back and better than ever, even if it's the same. So we're going to get this together. I'm going to find a good computer and I'm going to be back consistently. Until then, I just want to share that it is okay to have hard days. It is okay to have hard weeks. It is okay to have hard months. One of the things that the challenges that I faced this month have told me, because I've not been through some stuff like someone did something to me, stuff emotionally, but just going through growing pains and dealing with belief systems and thoughts about myself that were so unhealthy and not right. And some of the stuff I didn't even realize. I thought I was over it. Like you think you get to this place where you're like, I'm good. I love me. I'm good with me. And then I discovered this whole other box of insecurities in this little room in my heart I didn't even know was there, and that took me off guard. And it's just really been hard. It's been hard working through that stuff. But I remembered a lesson I learned several years ago, especially mainly in my 20s, that if you're growing up growing up, maturing, for me, sometimes it's growing up, sometimes it's just fine-tuning, refining, developing, or learning new things. It's not an easy process all the time. It's not cut and dry. It's not linear. It can be messy. And sometimes when things come up and you're really feeling some type of way about stuff, things are difficult, challenging emotionally, or just in life all around, outwardly in your circumstances, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. A lot of times it means that you're getting it right, because change requires upheaval. I don't know if you've ever moved or if you've moved recently, but moving, especially when you're getting your first place, getting your first house, your first apartment, or moving in with friends, that's a great experience. It's a great new change, right? Moving for a job, moving in with your husband or wife because you just got married, all that good stuff. That's great, but there's upheaval. You take all the stuff out, you toss things, you reorganize stuff. You got to figure out how to get it from point A to point B, and it can be a stressful process, even though it's good. When you're going through that stuff, just because nasty things are coming up or hard things are coming up to deal with, it doesn't mean you're getting things wrong. My experience has told me it typically means something's right, even if it's hard stuff that's coming up, because it means it can be dealt with. So don't be afraid of the fire. Don't be afraid of the refining. Don't be afraid of the difficulties. Embrace it and let the Lord really show you what you're meant to get out of it, because it always can move you forward. It's not good when we get stuck and we wallow. I have had some of the things that I've been dealing with are just like mindset things about how I would see myself, and especially like body image, unfortunately, but it's real. And I remember I had a long conversation with friends within a week. I had with 3 different friends, a solid 1 to 2 hour conversation separately with them, going through and just like rehashing and them loving on me and encouraging me, and me saying like, I'm having a hard time with this and this is why, and rehearsing the truth until it's stuck in there. And it took a lot of conversation. I was like, I think I just went through some deliverance sessions. Don't know. I look back on it and I felt so much better, but it took 3 whole conversations with 3 different friends who were pouring life into me to help me get it. And I'm better now, but it took a lot. It took a lot, but it was good and it needed to come up and out. And so, surround yourself with friends. Let yourself be open with, people who can speak life into you, even if it's just one person. It took 3 people for me, but it doesn't take 3 people for everybody. And as hard as it was and as uncomfortable as it was, I told them what I was thinking. I was like, I know this isn't right, but this is what I'm thinking. This is how I'm seeing it. And I didn't even have to ask them to tell me the truth, because I knew exactly what they were going to do. I knew who I was talking to. And they did, over and over and over again, until I could receive it. So number 1, just don't be afraid of dealing with your stuff. Don't feel like something's wrong with you. Things are getting right with you typically when that junk is coming up. And let your friends speak life into you. And if you can't find a friend to speak life into you, hit me up and I will do it. So yeah, love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for letting me ramble and share for the first time in forever. Bye y'all, until the next video.